Okay, for this one, we are supposed to find the line parallel to this one that goes through the point. Oh, it goes to this point. And then change to standard form. Okay, so first off, if I'm writing an equation of a line, I'm always going to start with point slope. I'm sure we will ask you to use point slope, but it's also the easiest to start off with. So if you don't have that form of a line memorized, then that would be needed to add to your study list here. So based on the information that they gave me here, I can already plug in this point. Plug in -4 for x, minus a -4 makes it a plus, and plug in a -3 for y, minus a -3 makes it plus. And then so for point slope form, all I really need is the slope. So it's supposed to be parallel to this guy, and parallel means that they never touch, and the only way they're never going to touch is if they're rising or falling at the same rate. They have the same slope. So I would need to take this guy. I can't look at this and see the slope, but if I subtracted the 3x over and divide both sides by -4, that puts it in slope-intercept form. And what's nice about slope-intercept form is I can easily see his slope and his y-intercept. And I know to be a parallel line, I want the same slope. If it had asked perpendicular, I would have used the opposite reciprocal slope. And then for whatever reason, this question's asking for standard form, which I'm not a big fan of, but it's not a big deal to put it in standard form. That's where you write it like this. Number of x's first, the number of y's with your constant on the other side. So I would need to distribute my 3/4. Move the x's over. I'll move them to the left. Keep my y's on the left, and then move this +3 over so that the constant's on the right. And then that would be fine with me. If you really want to multiply everything by 4, you could. That would get rid of fractions, but I wouldn't really consider that any more simplified, so I'd stop there. Okay, so several different things you guys had to know for this one question. So anything you want me to clear up before we move on?